Welcome back to the GFL. You know me, I'm Stephen B. And tonight, we close out week 2. It's been an exciting first 2 weeks, and tonight will be no different. Which team will snatch the win? We have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's son of a coach.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Hurts. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Swift. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. They give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second down, here's Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Play action. Here's Hurts. He completes it to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him to put that out of the backfield. They know what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he turn to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. And the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and guess ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has the confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and incomplete. And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
1st down, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of
situation, how about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Pollard gets it off the option. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to revive this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Prescott to throw it. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw is Prescott. The ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You know what we need, baby. Every day, let's do what we do every day. All right, go get it. This is your game, baby.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. But now get this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go for halftime.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's kicked off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll take it up to 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed.
Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Jay. This is the GFL Halftime Show. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the live GFL Halftime Show. Thanks for joining us for another halftime show and another great game. And what a game it's been. All the players and coaches are in the locker room now, going over their game plans and adjustments. What players are going to step up in a big way? It's now or never tonight. And with a whole second half of football left to be played, anything could still happen. Thanks for joining us for the GFL Halftime Show. The second half kickoff is next. I'll see you next time.
The kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 20 run. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the grid attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Pollard going to try the right side. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey, Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's fielded at the 34. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. See he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, Is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. He capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, got the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Cooks on the quick slant. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 6 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you in the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have Achilles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll work forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And quickly, they get to the line. Prescott now on 2nd down. Drops this underneath for Pollard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Prescott yet again. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks there to make the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Philadelphia offense, and now as they head out to take over possession. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with a new score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to win this opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Hurts on the option right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? And get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach. He's in big trouble.
Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you got to win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.